Alright guys, the countdown is over. Good evening and welcome to Vaidya's Chess Hub. And we are joined by most of our students well and truly on time. I'm impressed. Let's take a few greetings and then we'll start. By the way, we are doing that last episode of the Queen versus Rook thing. So this will be episode 3. Itesh is here, Sagar is here, Saurish is here. Sagar says he was not able to attend because he had some exams, so he says, and now he'll attend regularly. You don't have to be sorry for that. When it's exams, you have to focus on your studies as well. Aryan says good evening. Jay says hi all. Rayansh is with us. Arya Mahakal is here. Granth Utekar, nice to see you on time. Namish is here on time. And we are now going to start very soon. Before that, oh, Disen is also here. Well, nice, Disen. And it's the Queen versus Rook. Yes, the final episode. Now tomorrow we will deal with another motif, and that will be episode 1 of that motif. During the lecture, I'll tell you what it is. Now, since this is the third episode of the Queen versus Rook thing, I would want us to really be quick with this and hopefully touch 35. Can we reach 35 positions? It's not hard and fast that we'll get there, because if some position needs to be studied in detail, we'll spend some time on that for sure. But I think 35 is reasonable and it is possible. Okay. Dishan says next week it's his exam. Okay, all the best for that. But let's now go ahead and start this Queen versus Rook. Remember, we did episode 1 and 2 the last week, but this is the third one. Okay, the episode 3, and Jay has done it very nicely. Says the target is 35. That is awesome. So then, tactical positions. This is the first one for today. Target is 35. Jay can keep the score. Again, I am happy because we are playing with 2 rooks, not with the queen. And let's get started. So what do you think is the right answer here? Can we finish it off in style? Is there any way where we can have some checkmate possibilities or something like that? Can we have the rook check? Or if that is the case, then which rook? The green arrow or the blue arrow? What do you think? If that's one of the moves you're suggesting. The target is indeed 35, guys. To be sure. So, what are we going to do? Green or blue? Or none of these? What do you think? Jay is with a green camp. Says green is good. But my question to Jay is, if you go with a green arrow, doesn't the king escape? If you move that rook, doesn't the king escape? That's the question. Deshaun says blue, Jay says green. What happens? You tell me. Guys, 35 is the target, so we better be quick, okay? I think we're joined by Pooja ma'am as well. Hello, Pooja ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Why green or why blue? You have to reason it out. The difference, there is a small difference of where you can allow the king to escape. Now, Aryan says, let's go with the green arrow. So he says rook 2 comes to c3. And then king f2 check, rook f4, king g1, rook e1 checkmate. That's why most of you are in the green camp. And that seems to be the right answer. So check. Check. Notice that this rook can leave this rook because the pawn's covering that rook. So that's check, and this is checkmate. Beautiful. Good start for us. Black to play. Again, we play with the rook. In fact, just a rook here, not even both the rooks. So what's the answer here? Is it a forced checkmate or just a simple pawn promotion? Now, main question is, do we go with the rook or do we go with the pawn? What would you like? Again, green or blue? You got to vote. Scores, please. 1 out of 1 for Aryan. Dishen is at 1 out of 1. Itesh says 1 out of 1. Jay is keeping the overall score, right? Rayansh is at... Rayansh already has reached 11. Guys, type your score properly. So green or blue with this one? Do we go for straight promotion or do we go with the green one? People are saying green. Okay. Dishen got that first one wrong. So 0 out of 1. So Dishen, you'll always now be -1, whatever the score is. Jay has told our score. Rook d1, queen takes d1, and then we promote. That's the way it is going to be. Everyone says green, and Rayan says plant green attack. Okay, let's do that. By the way, if we play the blue one as shown, the queen would have just taken the queen. So that's not how it works. And now we will have the queen. Well done. 2 out of 2. Type your score. Namish is at 0 because he joined late probably. Black to play. Let's start. Can we win the queen here? Is there a way for us to win the queen? Hitesh is at 2 out of 2. Sagar 2 out of 2. Aryan at 100%. Dishan at 50%. Jay just keeping our overall score. Jay, let me know when there is a difference between your personal score and our score. That is always interesting. Can we win the queen here? I think we can, right? What's the best way? Okay, let me know. So, what's the check here? Is there some way we can win the... Okay, rook 8, b4. b4, check. b4, check, okay. And then when the king moves down, the rook pins, and then we can win the queen. Oh, so the blue arrow again or the green arrow? Rayansh is at 100% score. Rook 8. Yeah, because we don't want the king to escape to the top of the board. We want the king and the queen to be on the same rank here. So green seems to be right yet again. Let's do that. Check. The king and the queen are on the same rank. Now we can easily pin the queen. And of course, after queen takes, rook takes. 3 out of 3, we are playing white. This time we are playing the queen's side. So there was the spin idea. 3 out of 3. Jay is keeping overall score. Green hat trick, of course. Yeah, that depends on what arrows I choose. Aryan is at 3 out of 3. White to play. If you remember, I had shared an important rule with you. And that important rule is when the rooks are scattered, when the rooks are separated, when the rooks are far away, there you can win one of them by tactic. Hitesh, Jai, maybe Aryan can type this rule again. Just remember this rule. We are going to play a demo game on Thursday. So you've got to remember all these rules. By the way, that reminds me. Did you check out, guys, the game that I had actually put on Telegram group? It was a beautiful game where every move was explained. I beat a 2074 player. I believe you probably have seen that. And Jay saying, yes, surely have seen that. Every screenshot was explained and annotated, like why did I do it, and I actually expect you to use your chessboard and play the moves over the board. It's so important. Okay, you do that. So Rayansh is also saying, I think Saurish is saying yes. Namish said he did check it. Yes, good. Because those are the games that will help you a lot. Like how did we plan and how the time was utilized. Initially, in the opening, when it's your preparation, you do play fast because you know what you've prepared. But the moment there is a nuance on the board, some move that you have not seen previously, you got to pause, start thinking from there. So I'm happy that all of you really have done your work. And meanwhile, Hitesh has typed this golden rule that I was talking about. When the rooks are scattered, we can win one of them easily by tactics. So here I think we can go for this queen check and the rook will be easily won. Okay, score time please. And the next one is white to play. Yeah, Aryan also typed that rule. 4 out of 4 for Arya. Very nice. Dishan, it should be 3 out of 4, not 4 out of 3. That's impossible to get. Hitesh, Rayansh maintaining 100% score. Jay's overall score and his score must be 100%. Jay is doing well with the tactics, by the way. The puzzle rating is doing well. But Jay, you can do even better than that. Your potential is far more than this, okay? H7 check, king h8, rook f8 is just checkmate. I think it's mating net. And I say it is mating net every time things are forced, okay? Very, very important. Forced, then it's mating net. So, okay, let's do that. Pawn check, rook checkmate. Very, very well done. We can easily reach 35. Namish always puts it properly, like Ameya sir said this. You're nice. Namish, I like the way you put it, man. Very, very cool. It looks. Yeah, it's a kind of a box mate, is it not? Yeah. So score timing, please. 5 out of 5 for Ritesh. Arya is at 100% score. So is Sagar, by the way. Dishen is at 4 out of 5. That's why we have increased the speed today, okay? So that's important. We've increased the speed. Rayansh is also at 100% score. Guys, here we are playing with black. And by the way, we have the rook. The opponent has the queen and the rook. Let's do it nicely. Come on. Let's not get a single one wrong. Let's see if we can try that. Is there a way? Namish joined in late, so his score is 3 out of 3. Ayush at the end has joined late. Okay, so he's giving himself 1 out of 1. Guys, what's the answer for this one here? Can we just give this rook b1 check, right? Rook b1 check and pawn promotion idea. Sure, is that the best way? Is there a checkmate that we are missing? Anything like that? Sure, d2 check. Okay, people like d2 check. d2 check, rook takes d2, right? So that would be blunder. How about d2 check? If we give the d2 check, then the rook will just take, right, Jay? And it will be a check because the king is supporting it, Jay. d2 really? d2 is a blunder, right? Rayansh murdering the spelling there. Blunder is with a single L, not double L. Rook b1. Ajay, you cannot change the answer. So if rook b1 is right, you give yourself wrong, okay? And then type your score like so and so for me and so for sir. So rook b1 check is the best move indeed. And we go for pawn promotion. And well, let's see if we can go for a pawn promotion in a better way. If we promote now, the queen will take, the rook will take, the king will take. I have a better idea. Why don't we start with the rook check? Guys, we have to be honest here. Everybody is getting this wrong, okay? The rook f1 check. Aryan is the only one getting this right. Aryan is the only one getting this right. It is very, very important, okay? Even Hitesh is getting it wrong. Look at Hitesh's answer. That's not the answer at all. It's very important. Rook f1 check is the right answer. You should definitely give it wrong if it is wrong. Notice the difference. If you directly promote here, then the rook and the king will definitely take twice there. And then the rook can sacrifice itself for the pawn. And then, in fact, white is winning because of the extra pawn. Guys, I want you to notice such things. They are very, very important. Guys, seriously remember how to deal with the position even when you think you know the answer. Yes, it's about pawn promotion as Namish says, but there's a small difference between directly now going for the pawn promotion and first giving a check and actually dispatching the king away. The king moves away and then only, okay, it's possible for us to promote. Now if you promote, well, we'll get the queen. So now it's fine. Now even if he sacrifices the rook, we have the rook to take care of the pawn. And we have the pawn majority over here, which is nice. Score time, please. And please be honest. Please be honest with your score. It is okay to say, oh, fine, I got that wrong. Okay, I should deduct half a point or whatever it is. Should be, we are winning there, not draw, we are winning there. Okay, so Aryan gives himself full 6 points there. Grant has given himself full points, although I don't know if he's answering that fast. G5, already answer over here. G5 check. And then rook h3 checkmate. Answer already for the next one is arrived. And it is, I think, the fourth thing, so it's a mating net. Whoa, that was fast. That was really fast. G5 check. Bring the king closer. Finish it off with the rook. Notice how our king has nicely covered the escape route for the king. That is beautiful checkmate pattern. All right, next one is white to play. Guys, quite decent, isn't it? Yeah, 6.5 out of 7. Jai is saying 6.6 out of 7 and 7 out of 7. Aryan has deducted. Arya has deducted half a point. Aryan with me on full score there. Namish, you better calculate your score correctly or stop highlighting it otherwise. I mean, how can you calculate 4.1 out of 5? You can't do that, right? It's either 4 or 4.5. That's 4.5. I mean, this is ridiculous. Answer already coming up. Hitesh says rook c3 check. Let's win the rook. That seems to be simple. Rayan says 7 out of 7. Honestly, sir. Winning the queen was the idea there. Next one, please. So 8 positions are done. It's black to play here. I mean, this is already, this is the same one that we got. Okay, so let's finish it fast. You can count that as a position, guys. You can count that as a position. It is okay to count that as a position. We got a repeated position. Oh, again a repeated position. Oh, good for us. Good for us. I don't know. Yeah. So please calculate the positions even if they are repeated, guys. Because otherwise, what happens is, you kind of lose track about how many positions are done, and we are moving at a good pace today because at least 35, at least I'm saying, if you reach 50, it'll be awesome. Okay, meanwhile, Jay and Hitesh, who are the guys who are left for the first round of the feedback? Let's start the discussions for that as early as Tuesday. Let's finalize one of the students. Come on, Jay and Hitesh can help me. Who are the students who have not even received feedback even once in this first round? Aryan could be one of them, but Aryan, if you are saying me, make sure that you satisfy all the conditions, Aryan. You're saying me, yeah? Then make sure that you satisfy the conditions. Very, very important. Arya Mahakal, did I not cover you in the feedback? I think I did give you a feedback, man. I don't think Arya Mahakal was missed out. Arya Mahakal, yeah, really? Did I miss you guys? Grant Uttekar as well is missing. Guys, those who are saying me, make sure that you satisfy the conditions. Very, very important that you satisfy the conditions. And what are the three conditions? I would want Jay and Hitesh to start pitching in again. What's the condition? So 10 plus 5, at least one game I should see. 10 plus 5. Play it properly. Don't do it for the feedback. You know how I catch you guys. One external tournament and the hub tournament. That's at least what you do. At least you can do more than that. But at least for me to give you any sort of feedback. Ideally, you know what? You should play 2 to 3 games. 10 plus 5. In a week, I'm saying. Not every day. In a week. That's easily possible. Even I maintain that rate. So come on. That's possible for you. Jay is doing a good job here. 10 plus 5, the hub tournament and external tournament. Select the external tournament properly. Now you all know that there are tournaments based on your ratings. And let's not forget that we have a position here. White to play. Can we just go ahead and double these rooks for a checkmate? Unstoppable checkmate. Can we do that? Let me know if that's possible. Direct checkmate on h8. Is that possible? So guys, one of them will be, who said me first? Aryan Bhangre said me first. So let one of the students be Aryan. Abir could probably be the second one. I've told him during the last feedback. And the third one we will reveal directly on Thursday, maybe. That's better, is it not? Two of them finalized. Jay and Nitesh can confirm that. Make sure, guys, everybody will get the feedback. There's no reason to say please. Everybody will get the feedback. Don't joke. Everybody will get the feedback. There is no need to say please. Everybody will get the feedback. It's just that, we are talking about this week. Everybody gets the feedback. Don't worry about that. No need to say please. I'll decide that. So Abir is one of them. And Aryan Bhangre is the other. We'll keep the third one as a secret, and we'll reveal that during the demo game on Thursday. Okay, Hitesh and Jay can type the names of those students finalized. We'll keep the third name as a secret. Okay, Jay, don't just type the names, man. You got to type a complete sentence. What do you mean by Abir Aryan? Are you taking their attendance? No, type the full thing, buddy. You got to do that. Now remember, do not be overexcited and give the check, because we will lose both the rooks and our opponent will be left with this whole extra rook. You got to take the queen here. Very important. Next one is black to play. And I'm happy again because it's the same position. So that will help us get to 35. If with this speed, we'll get to 50 even. Who knows? Get to 50, yeah. Guys, aren't the tick mark increasing? Tick marks are not increasing, right? Yeah, Jay, it's done a super job now. Abir and Aryan will get the feedback on Saturday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mentioned at what time? Brilliant. Guys, what's up with this? Is there any possibility of a checkmate or something? No? Yes? Or, I don't know. Possible? Oh, yeah. Ant-Man has added that it's IST, Indian Standard Time. Yeah, sure. Indian Standard Time. Yeah, IST. Yeah. If there are someone else watching it from overseas, then yeah, 5 to 6 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. Sure. Jay can mention that the next time, IST. All right, guys, what's up with this one? Can we go for just the green one, or the blue one, or the red one, or the chrome one? Guys, which one? I think Namish wants to go with the chrome one. G4 checking, F6, rook e6 checkmate. Again, if he's saying rook e6, I'll not be impressed. Which rook? Guys, no! Rook e6 doesn't impress me. Both the rooks can come on e6. Which rook? Got to specify, man. Got to specify. Jay is saying rook 5 e6. Ooh, rook 5 e6. Is there a rook on 5? Jay is saying rook 5 e6. Is there a rook on 5, Jay, at all? Really? There is no rook on 5, right? Guys, what is it? Even Aryamakar is saying rook 5 e6. There is no rook on 5 that I see. Where is the rook on 5? My goodness me, so Aryamakar is clearly copying Jay's answer. That's why I said rook 5. There's no rook 5. It's rook 4, right? Oh no. Come on, guys. This is checkmate. This is checkmate. And please be honest with your score. Be honest with your score. Be honest with your score. That's a good song. I like that. So white to play, please. The next one, I like it because we are playing with the rook side, not with the queen side. Itesh is saying 12.5 out of 13. Guys, I think the computer, check the screen, guys. Look at the tick marks we've got. Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think smartly, the computer has not given us all the tick marks for the repeated positions, and I like that. That should be the way. Guys, surely we have done more positions than that. Count the tick marks. And the overall score is like a 13th position, including the repetition. But overall, we have less tick marks, Jay. So I think computer is really smart. I like it this way because computer understands that, hey, these positions are getting repeated. Why should I give a tick mark? I think that is a better idea and I like that. So Jay is saying no, sir, but 100% Jay is wrong because clearly there are less tick marks and I'm not logged in. So Jay is saying it happens only when we are logged in. Clearly I'm not logged in. You can see the sign in is there. So clearly I'm not signed in and still the computer has not given me marks for all the tick marks. See that the tick marks are less than what overall we've done. So definitely it's a smart thing. Jay, maybe it works that way as well. Okay. Well, this will help us keep score. Rook g4 check and we're winning the rook. Is there a checkmate possibility? There's always see and check if there is any checkmate possibility. You don't want to lose. Guys, it's a skewer, not a fork. So check and we are winning the queen. Well done. Next position, please. And now the computer will help us keep the score. So instead of giving right to even the repeated positions, you can count the number of tick marks and your score. I think that's a better idea. Black to play. We are playing with the queen side. If you remember our idea, scattered rook are easy to capture, but over here they are not. So maybe this is a checkmate idea. Guys, this looks like a checkmate idea. We have not even reached 14, Aryan. What did I just say? Don't count the overall positions. Count the number of tick marks. The computer has helped us. I told you to do so earlier because it becomes difficult for us to keep a track. But if the computer is smartly not giving us the tick marks for the repeated ones, which is good, then stick to it. So it's 11 out of 11. How many tick marks do we see there? 11, guys. 11 tick marks. Namish, how come you're at 12? Ridiculous. We are done with only 11 positions. There are 11 tick marks. So you cannot be out of 12, okay? Queen d1 check. King b4. Or rather, queen a4 checkmate. King a3, guys. King a3. King a3. Guys, not king b4. Yeah, but king b4 was also an option. Yeah, sure. The king could have gone anywhere, right? So you can give yourself correct. Okay. What's up with this one? Black to play. To take is a mistake in general. That's the rule. Not if you are getting a decisive advantage or you are winning. If you are winning or you are getting a decisive advantage, it's a part of the tactic, then you have to take. Yeah, sure. But in general, to take is a mistake because then you help your opponent get better squares, helping them make their pieces more prominent. Okay. So rook f, c2 check, and let's spin the queen and let's win the queen. That's it. Brilliant. All right. Guys, now I think we are at position, still we are at number 12. This is the 13th position, guys. Smartly the computer is calculating in his own way. I like that. This, guys, you are still on 12 positions. Count the tick mark. I think 12. No, 13, 13. Beg your pardon. 13, guys. 13, 13 is okay. There are 13 tick marks, yeah. This position is over. Check first. What's this? Rook F C. What? That must be the previous one. Guys, what's the answer to this one? Can we give the check by the pawn? Can we give the check with the pawn? Yeah, d3 check. Namish likes that. Says let's do that. Pawn check. And now what? Oh, I thought the pawn would take and we'll get an easy thing. But now what? Pawn promotion? Now what? D2, says Jay. Stop pushing it. They win the queen. Yeah, done. Okay, so 14 out of 14. This one should be easy. Let's spin the queen. Guys, wherever it's terribly easy, I'll do it quickly. But you also have to be honest with your score, even then. Guys, this looks like a simple checkmate in two. This one is checkmate in two, guys. This particular position. Count according to the number of tick marks, guys. That's the best way. Now we have found out a better way. Count according to the tick marks you see on the screen. And then honestly tell me your score. Rook takes h4, queen blocks, we win the queen. Checkmate in two. That's right. Box mate. Now what? Okay, so it's going to be rook check. The king goes in the opposition and rook checkmate. Checkmate in two, guys. Oh, that's nice. White to play here. Again, it's a kind of same thing, isn't it? You kind of pin the queen and win it. Okay, I'll take that happily. Very happily. Now this one is easy because we'll win the queen by force. We'll win queen by force. The stream is as fluent as butter. Is anyone going to type on my behalf? The stream is as fluent as butter, as fast as ever. So, black to play. Check. Check. Guys, what are we going to do here? Check. King here. And check. And then pick up the rook. Oh, this was nice. This is nice, guys. Watch this. Love it when suddenly there is a good possession. Look at this. You know, as a student of chess, you should love such positions, is it not? Queen check, pull the king up, take the pawn, give the check, which is a fork, and when the king moves, we'll pick up the rook. Again, what did I just say? When the rooks are separated, scattered, dispersed, far away, whatever it is. This is nice. Check, check, and pick up when the king moves again, doesn't matter where. Pick up the rook. Yeah, that's nice. Brilliant. Okay. What's up with this position? Oh, this is a dovetail. Jai will love this. Ooh, Ayush Ant-Man loved that position like crazy. This one will be Jai's favorite, right? Jai, surely. You would love this. The dovetail mate. Jai loves it. With the help of the pawn or something, you know, the queen just gives a check and traps the king with the friendly pieces. Love the dovetail mate. No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. Yeah. So how are we going to execute this now? Doesn't matter where the king goes. Clearly, I think the queen's L-shaped mate or something that will happen with the help of the pawn. It will be, you know, supported by the king and the pawn both. Doesn't matter where the king goes. You should watch this closely. Does not matter where the... Gotta love even these arrows and diagrams. Is it not, guys? Gotta love all such things. That's why we love this game so much. It's fun. By the way, I'm loving these... this particular piece set, by the way. Oh, the king has an escape square there if the king goes, is it not? The move is the same, but had it been h4, a different story. So, so how are we going to deliver the checkmate exactly? Like okay, over here. Looked like a simple dovetail, but nice. Okay, the move was right, but the king chose to go that way. Now, this is, I think, a repetition. You can correct me if wrong. Maybe. I love such positions where the king actually controls the square. Yeah? Escape route is controlled by the king. What a beautiful position. Next one is black to play. They are doing a decent job. Check. Check. Winning the queen, maybe? No? Let's be honest, because the pawn can be deadly, right? The pawn's moving this way, right? Guys, which rook will go where? I think for this one, I'm going to spend some time. Which rook? Just type the answer properly for this one, guys. Which rook goes where? The green one, the blue one. None of these. You can also exercise that option if you think. So, Jay is with the blue camp. So, rook blue, right? So, rook 1, right? Rook 1, h5, h4 check. H, Yeah, h5 check, sorry. The blue camp, even Grunt is in blue camp. Let's do that. Just check. And it's a check. Let's win the queen. Okay. Next. It's black to play. I'm happy because we are playing the rook side. And you know why that is good. Now, this one is interesting. I want you to spend time on this. This one, guys, is it's really interesting, this one, okay? What's up with this? Doesn't look absolutely easy, okay? Why is Hitesh highlighting himself? What happened, Hitesh? I didn't get that. What did I miss? Oh, yeah, at the rate Hitesh. Yeah, sure. He's tagging himself, not highlighting himself. He's tagging himself, yeah. But not highlighting yourself. Tagging. He's used this at the rate thing. Guys, Radesh wants me to give arrows for this one. No. Just think about this. I'm loving this. This one is probably the most interesting position for today. It's not very clearly up in, not clearly, to be seen. Not very obvious, like. So you have to try black to play. Love such positions. Beautiful position, actually. Yep. Good. Cool. The king and the queen are not on the same file, not on the same rank. Okay, so Ant-Man thinks rook c7, check, king d2. It's forced because otherwise it's back rank checkmate. And then what happens? Rook, so king d2, rook dg7 checkmate. Jay also has some ideas, right? Everyone wants to start with rook c7 check. Everybody wants to start with that. I think the idea with this check is that if the king chooses to go in the back rank or hide there behind a pawn, then there is a back rank checkmate. That's for sure. So that, whenever you're searching for the answer, surely you got to search for the forced continuation so that that part of it is very clear in your calculation. So let's start with this. And that's why you were right in your assumption the king will come out into the open. And now that the king is out into the open, what is it that we can do here? Oh, that's nice. Now what? Now people want this check. Not this check, guys. Not this check. Honestly, you got to give it wrong if you got it. If you had calculated that incorrectly, okay? If you had thought of the blue thing here, then you are wrong. The green one is right here, right? In this case, right now. Because then the king and the queen will be on the same file. I hope you've realized that. On the same E file. Be honest about this. If you honestly thought of that blue line there with the rook giving the check that way, you should give it wrong. So check. Now the rook was covering this one. So the king had to move that way. And now we can pin the queen and win it. This was nice. Radesh, I hope you've learned a good lesson here. Loved it. That's nice. Score an honest score, please. This one is white to play. Good scores coming in. Honest scores coming. Kavish is at 100% score. Ant-Man is at 100% score. Ooh. Guys, what's up? White to play for this one. So what can be done here? Maybe we'll start with this rook check, because then this is forced. Always look for forced continuation. And this check maybe. The king comes here. Ooh, the king comes here. And then this check. And then we win the queen. Guys, let me know if you agree with this or none of these. Not none of these. In fact, I shared just one line with you. So that looks like a crazily good idea. And again, I'm saying look always for the forced variation. And when you can calculate like that, yeah, Rayansh is saying, what a beauty. Yes. When you enjoy calculation, then you will start enjoying chess. There's no doubt in my mind. That is the beauty of chess. And that's why I've recommended that you play 10 plus 5. Allow yourself to just do some calculation, see probably a move ahead or maybe a forced response from your opponent. And that way, when you enjoy doing the calculation, then you really understand the game so much better. So yeah, basically you agree with that. So check. This is force, right? Check. Need to move this rook because this pawn needed protection. The other rook, okay. And now this check and we'll win the queen. King moves, we'll win the queen. Doesn't matter, we'll lose the rook. Will still be a rook up. Okay, next one, black to play. I'm happy because we are playing here with the. Okay, Aryan is saying I saw that before, sir, but I'm a slow typer. Okay. Okay. 24.5, 25 out of 25, 24.5. Oh, crazy scores. Guys, this is pin it to win it. This is simple stuff. I'm going to do it fast. Yeah. Next one. Oh, again the same. I think the computer will not give us a tick mark. And yes, well done. Okay, next one, please. Guys, we are at 27 now. I think 25 are done. This is the 27. No, 26 are. This is the 26th position. So we are done with 25. I wonder how the people are saying 26. Guys, there are 14, right, in a row. 14 tick marks in a row, right? Guys, 14 tick marks in a row. And that means that we are definitely on to the 27th position. That means 26 are done. Count the tick marks, guys. Don't count the orange square because that's this current position. Count the tick marks. You get 26. So don't count the repeated positions. I said the computer has made our lives easier because the computer is not giving us unnecessary tick marks here and there. I like that idea. So what's the best thing? Rook takes c5, pawn check. Most people agree with that idea. Aryan is probably counting 26. Yeah, 26 positions. Yeah, that's right. 26, right? This is the 27th position. Yeah, this is 27th position. So we are done with 26. That's what I'm saying. The orange one is a 27. The next one will be 28 because there are 14 in a row. So rook takes c5 check. And we can win this with a checkmate. Don't go for this silly looking move because there's pawn there. Honest with your score. Now this is position 28. We are done with 27 positions. Kavish maintaining a full score 27 out of 27. Oh. Now what's up with this? It's white to play. I'm happy. We're with the rook side. Jay saying rook h8 checkmate. No, check and then mate. The ladder mate, right? Or it's not mate, maybe we'll win the queen or something like that. I don't. Rajesh has got two wrong. Guys, the question really is with what check we want to start. It's mate, right? We won't get the queen. It is checkmate. So those who said it is not checkmate, well, they should honestly get it wrong. It's the rook check. The rook will block it and checkmate. Doesn't have to take with the queen, or we don't even have to take the queen. So be honest, guys. And now it's 28 out of 28. That is, the score is out of 28, not out of 27. Not 29. Namish, what are you typing? We are only done with 28 positions. How can you get 29? This is the 29th position. Yeah, this is also made in two. I'm going to finish it fast. The queen will block it. And a typical, okay, ladder kind of a mate. All right, what's up with this? Oh, this one is the one where it is pinching because the pawn initiates a checkmate. It's not checkmate, but it initiates a checkmate. Ramesh, can't just have the first move. Rook takes h6, right? Not e takes h6. So that's right. The next one, white to play. Again, I'm happy. You know the reason. It's because you are playing with the rook side. I think it's made into guys. Type correctly which rook, okay, over here. Which rook? Type it correctly. It's important you do it that way. So rook to h7. h7 or g7? Or b7? Guys, what are you typing? b7, g7, h7. What are people typing here? It's b7, right? Guys, what are people typing? Look at what Namish is typing. Rook to g7. Really? Check the coordinates. Is g7? No. I think it is b7, right? The coordinates are there, for God's sake. Get that right. It's rook to b7 check. Check. King moves and checkmate. Look at the role of this beautiful pawn. That is what you gotta love. The pawn, it hurts, is it not? Big time it hurts. Next one is white to play. This one is just crazy easy. I'm not even going to spend time. That's easy. Just give a check. Win the queen. Nothing more to discuss. This one is check, pin, and win. Check, pin, and win. Yeah, big role of a small pawn there. That's right. Big role of the small pawn there. Or as we people have started the trend, we call it beta. The beta played an important role in delivering the check. Guys, this one is check, pin, and win. Check, pin, and win. Hitesh, don't put at the rate yourself. There's no point in doing that. If you type it, you already are in the blue color because you are the moderator. So it's automatic. Maybe you've changed some settings. Or if you have copy pasted that, just check. Yeah, I said check, pin, and win. Simple. Check, pin, and win. Next one, black to play, please. Hitesh has got it sorted. Hitesh has got it sorted. Nice. There's no at the rate now. Good, Hitesh. Second chat line without that at the rate tag. Okay. So now this is also interesting, right? Yeah. This is also interesting because it's not clear. The king and the queen are not on the same rank or file. So this must be maybe a checkmate. Hitesh says it's funny it got sorted because I did nothing. Oh no. This is something technology we don't understand. But Guys, okay, let me ask you now. Arrow time, since anyway, Radesh is a big fan of arrows. Is it green, blue, none of these? You have the option of none of them. None of them, okay? Green or blue? None of these. An option, I'm saying. Hey, either of these should also be the option, right? In this case, since I've given you only two arrows, sometimes it may happen. It's not two moves, both the moves are equally good. It happens in chess. So then either it's green or blue or none of them, neither of them, or either of them. Hey, that's nice. Somebody type that in the chat. Green or blue or neither of them or either of them. Well, that's nice. I repeat, green, blue, neither of them or either of them. Yeah, this is nice. Itesh, however, would like to go with what? The green one. Aryan is saying it's a mating net. Has to be forced, okay? Yeah, Jay has done a good job, yeah? Green, blue, neither of them and either of the them. There's later typed M later. Okay, so let's start with the check. The question is which rook? But then yeah, we got it right. And then now people are saying after this check, what happens after this check? Namisha said this, right? Even Aryan has said this, right? The rook check, yeah. Then they come in the same on the same file, and we can win this. Okay, white to play. Score time, guys. Keep typing the score. Very important. Guys, you're definitely reaching more than 35 because of the repeated positions, of course. The speed was awesome today. Hitesh is at 33.5. Ari at 33.5. Kavish is maintaining a full score. Saurish is at a full score. Okay. How can you get 34 of 32? Beyond my understanding. Next one, please. We are counting tick marks, by the way. Guys, this is also simple. Let's not waste a lot of time here. I think it's check. Then okay, now wait. This is where you don't have to be hasty, right? What's the point giving the rook? We can give this check and then win the queen for free. Guys, let me know if you agree with that. Now tell me, the green one or the blue one? Green or blue or either of them or neither of them? Those are the two new options you've created for ourselves. Guys, be honest if you love that, okay? So easy to say, okay, rook takes queen, rook takes queen. Just for a second, notice this. This is nice, guys. I hope that everybody is getting what I'm saying here. And please type it in the chat if there is something that you really learn. This is interesting, guys. Let me honestly know if you love this. Very, very important, guys. It's very easy to see and say that, okay, green, green, let's take the queen. But then, hold on. We can win the rook for free. Why even give the rook? So let's give the check by the blue. And then we can definitely go ahead and win the queen for free. I like that idea. Now it doesn't matter where the king goes. This is free. I like this. Guys, honesty, please. If there's something new that you learn, so always you have to display honesty. Okay, check, and what? Checkmate? What? I hope people are counting the scores on the basis of the tick marks, guys. On the basis of the tick marks. So do you want to start with the rook check? Count according to the tick marks that you see on your screen. So when the third row completes, it's going to be 42 positions. Rook h1 check, king g5. And oh, Hitesh, you're going to get this wrong. No, Hitesh, look what you typed. So you missed something, yeah? You missed something for sure. 100%, my dear. 100%. Now tell me. What? Yeah, rookie G1 check. And now what? Even now, those who said this is checkmate, Namish, that's not checkmate. Even now, those who are saying this is checkmate, well, it is not checkmate. It is not. Yes, come on now. Come on now. Aryan, even you got that wrong. Aryan, you got to give this wrong, okay? No more 100% score for you. No, sir. Be honest about it. Be honest. A good chess player has to be a good sportsman first, has to have a right sporting attitude first. Then we'll see if you get glory the secondary. Just be honest, truthful. Very, very honest. So it's a check. Now the check. The king and the queen. Now it is checkmate, okay? The same rank, that is. Okay, next one. Please type your score honestly for this one. Got 8 minutes more. Let us see if we can. Guys, can we reach 50 here? Let's see if we can reach 50. I'm getting ambitious here. Let me know, guys. 13 more positions in 8 minutes. We can do this. It's black to play. Well, the rooks are scattered. We all know what to do. Check. Win the rook in the corner. Be honest with your scores. Check. And we will win the rook in the corner. That's why we got only one tick mark. Now what's up with this one? Oh, this is deadly. Check. By the way, if you give this check, the green one or the blue one, that's all I want to know with this one. Guys, the green one or the blue one? Just let me know with this. Look how tricky this is. Everybody knows that this one is based on this whole fork idea, but the green one or the blue one. And notice how small things will make a big difference in chess. You play the green one, and there goes your queen, yeah? I know that the overall, I mean, it's easy, but then that's what I want to point out. That there could be these mistakes when you play fast, especially. Next one, please. Oh, this is checkmate in one move? Oh, checkmate in one move. How about that? That was checkmate in one move. Now, what about this one? Is it checkmate? Let's spend some time for this one. Guys, actually, we can target 49 positions because then 50 we can delegate as homework. So we need to do 9 more positions in about 7 minutes that we have. Let's start with this check, right? Surely. And then let us deal with this check. Let the king go back and we'll deliver the checkmate. If the king goes, oh, that's force, right? Yeah, the king can come here, but then this is checkmate. Oh, sorry. Beg your pardon. Oh, what happened there? Hey, that's not fair. What? Oh, because of this square? Okay, this is checkmate. Oh, okay, beg your pardon. Beg your pardon, please. Yeah, this one was checkmate. We were leaving this square for the king. I deduct half a point for that. I may round it off later. So this is black to play. I mean, that's guys. This is a very good example of the moment your concentration, you start, you know, when you start going here and there. Okay. The moment I started thinking about 50 out of 50, 50 out of 50. See, now I think it's a pawn promotion tactic. Simple as that. Or maybe first we'll take this and then promote. Yeah, first we'll take the rook, right? That's the way to go, right? Yeah, okay, fine. Next one, please. Now, this one is a checkmate in one move. Guys, checkmate in one move? Yeah, got it. Nice. This one is checkmate in not one. This pawn is hanging. So it's a check, king takes, check. We're winning the queen, I believe. That's what it's called. Yeah. Well done. Ooh, the same position again. I think I'm getting at least one tick mark for this. This one is pretty simple. Black to play. Checkmate. Okay. White to play. Check and come back and give the check. Win the queen. Next one, please. Guys, I hope you are actually enjoying this journey to reach 15. We have already completed our target. I'm really not worried about your calculation right now. This is the position we have done previously, right? I think now we can win this easily. Just let's give the rook for both the... Let's give it, guys. Let's give the queen for 2 rooks because we have a pawn side majority. Somebody has to type that in the chat. Somebody has to type that in the chat, guys. The complete line. Give the queen for 2 rooks and we have the pawn majority on the queen side. I will wait. No rush, no rush. Please, no rush. No. We will give the queen for 2 rooks and we have the pawn majority on the queen side. That's how you talk chess language. Because we have 2 pawns, opponent has 1 pawn. So let's give the queen and get both the rooks. The enemy king is far away from the defense of his pawn, the lonely pawn on the a file. So we will give the queen for 2 rooks and we have the pawn majority on the queen side. This king side, this queen side. So this one is queen side for us. Somebody type there. I want that highlighted. I'm not going forward unless I get that. No. Yeah, finally, of both the moderators, turns out that Ayush is faster than them. Itesh is wondering where is at the raters, maybe? No, Itesh is there. I wonder what happened to Jay. Yeah, that's right. So that's how you talk chess. Give the queen for both the rooks and then go for the pawn majority. Okay. Guys, now let's say, oh, this is nice. This is interesting. Are we in the square of the pawn? Can we take here or should we just go ahead? Green one or the red one? Guys, this is important. Pawn side majority is fun, but now come on, this is really more interesting than what I thought initially. Do you want to take the pawn? Or, yeah. Guys, there is something called a square of the pawn. If we take that pawn, then this, okay, sorry. Then this becomes our square and the enemy king will be able to come in that square. If we don't do that, then this will be the square of the pawn. And that means that the enemy king, oh, sorry, not there. Sorry, beg your pardon. Not there. This will be the square of the pawn. So guys, please remember that the square of the pawn, if we take it, the king will be in the square of the pawn. Again, something that you have to type. Guys, doesn't matter. Type it. So if we take the pawn, this is what you will type. If we take the pawn, the king, opponent king will enter the square of the pawn. And if we push the pawn, the king will be outside the square of the pawn. So we will be able to promote. Guys, this is a very important principle in chess. I really want you to understand this. So if we take the pawn, then that is a green arrow, then the king, it will be white to play, right? Then white will be able to enter the square of the pawn at that stage. But if we push the pawn, then definitely what will happen is we will be able to queen. By the way, it doesn't just stop there. It doesn't just stop there. The opponent is also going to queen. Calculate how many moves both of us need. Guys, this is interesting. The opponent needs 2, 3, 4 moves. We also need 1, 2, 3, and 4 moves. Guys, let me know if this was the best position we've done today. What a way to end the session. We also need 4 moves. He also needs 4 moves. The big difference and the biggest difference is that we will promote with a check and check comes first. Whereas when he gets there, he will probably not promote with a check. So let's see, guys. This is amazing, isn't it? Let me know if you liked it, buddy. This was awesome. Never thought it would be so tough. Take a screenshot of all these arrows. Guys, this is a worth screenshot and share that on the Telegram group. Jay, do that, please. Take the screenshot and share this on our channel. This is fantastic. Yeah. So we're promoting, and that's with a check. So that's why, otherwise, he would have also played. The next move was queening. We'll stop for now, guys. Take care. What a session it was. Tomorrow we'll start with something new. And on Thursday, it's a demo game. Two students have been finalized for the feedback. Who are those students? Abir is one of them. Aryan Bhangre is the second. We'll finalize the third one by Thursday. Okay? Post that on the Telegram group if you've taken the screenshot. Take care.